Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., all rights reserved.
Welcome back. 12 after. Thanks for hanging out with me. My pleasure to continue to be with you as always. Jim Blasingame, and you're listening to the Small Business Advocate Show. I'm glad you're here. I'm very excited about our good friend Caren Shaffer being back on the show. Caren is one of my favorite people. Caren's been a member of my brain trust for a while. She's Senior Vice President of Education Services at Profiles International, and she's here to talk to us about some programs that they've got going on for veterans. It's Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. Caren Shaffer, welcome back.
Well, thank you, Jim. It's a pleasure to be on the show on a very special day to me.
I know it is a special day. I know you joined me in extending a heartfelt debt of gratitude and congratulations to all the veterans out there.
Absolutely. We are just so thrilled that they serve our nation, protect our families, and our country.
Absolutely. And as the country has needed them, and that's what makes them pretty special. Caren, one of the things that I wanted you to talk about is some of the things that your company is doing to help veterans get established, get educated, get employed, and become successful in their lives. Talk to us about what you're doing.
Well, what's really nice is that we've learned, veterans have so many strengths and opportunities that many of them are ideal small business owners. So in working with some of our educational components, we realize that many veterans are going to go back to school to get additional education and really try to learn more about themselves, saying, what's my next career transition? So in working with several of our colleges, we realized that many of them have veterans attending class, and they're trying to say, with all the information, knowledge, and training that I've got, is there some tool that will help guide me with what is the best match to my talents, my abilities, and my career interests? So I went back with our owners and research and development team, and we have a veterans transition coach. And our first project was working. Excuse me.
Go ahead. No, I just was going to say that this is a very exciting thing that you guys are doing. I've been reading some of the things that you're doing, and the idea of a veterans transition coach is not only genius. It's just very, very very important, and I congratulate you on that, Caren.
Well, thank you. We had an organization, Wounded Warriors, out of San Antonio, and they said, Caren, we've got a lot of soldiers that have been here at the hospital at Fort Sam, but they're wanting to know, now that I'm healed and ready to get going, how can I best apply for jobs that suit what I am? At the same time, San Antonio embraces their veterans and says, we'd like to hire veterans, we're just not sure what we're looking for from the veteran. So we developed a program that we can help employers define what they're looking for, use our assessment to say, well, these veterans match to you, Mr. Manufacturer, and these veterans, Mr. Employers, match to your retail environment.
So you're saying you do a profile analysis of them and determine what they're best suited for?
Yes, we do. And what's really nice, we do it two ways. We say, being that you're a veteran, if you've already have a college degree or if you'd like to pursue a college degree, these are career pathways of people in the world of work today in the U.S. that are very successful. And what's nice, we partner with the U.S. Department of Labor using their job description program so they can learn what that job is, what kind of education they require, and again, what kind of funding will I be providing for my family with this career choice, whether it's owning my own business, whether it's working in a small business, or should I go to college and, get in manufacturing, computers. Healthcare is a very large.
Is this information that you determine This is based on just talking to them, asking them questions, and finding out what their educational background is, what their acumen is, what their is. I mean, what are some of the character of the traits that you're looking for?
Well, it's really nice. We have an assessment that asks about 380 plus questions, Jim.
Wow, that's like homework, Caren.
Almost. Well, it's not too hard. It takes about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And what's really good is there's a lot of good assessments out there, Jim, that measure career interest. I'm interested in this career, but it takes it another step saying, based on who I am, my behaviors, am I high energy? Am I very independent? Am I highly motivated? And it takes those characteristics because all of us have said, that's a really great guy. He just doesn't fit here. Or the opposite, we say, that guy is the best hire we've ever made. He really fits in with what we do. And then, of course, all of us as employers have hired people. We want to make sure they can do the job. So we do measure their thinking style and ability.
So is this profile initiated by the veteran or by the employer? We've
had it done both ways. We worked with an organization that does some online education with soldiers in the different training, guard camps, etc. And so we partner with them because they provide the counseling to the veteran, and we provide the assessment tool. And then opposite, I'll be going to San Antonio, helping the Fort Hood and the other areas, maybe offering this program to say, let's help these soldiers really learn to make good choices. And I guess bottom line, Jim, I just want to say we have a tool so that before you say, well, I want to be in healthcare, I know that those are jobs, but let's say, which job in healthcare do you best match?
You can fine-tune it to that degree.
Yes, we can.
Wow. So how do people find out more about this, Caren?
Well, for one, you can go to profilesinternational.com, or I have an educational website, profileseducationalservices.com, and we'd just be delighted to talk to anyone that wants more information about how do I hire a vet, what's the procedure, because we've been doing a lot of work with some of the facilities around town about how do I help veterans.
Well, and I'll tell you something, don't do it out of charity because a veteran brings a lot more to the table than you think, folks. If they've been trained by the military, by the United States military, you might think you're doing it out of charity when you start, but that might be your think. Well, I want to help people. That's a good emotion to have, folks. But it'll take you about 5 seconds to realize, whoa, this is going to be good for my company. So give a vet a chance, ladies and gentlemen. 20 after, right back with our good friend Caren Shaffer. She's with Profiles International. I'm Jim Blasingame. I'm with you.
One day.
Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., intended for the private use of our audience. Except as otherwise provided by copyright law, all other copying, redistribution, or publication without prior written consent is prohibited. All rights reserved.